Maybe you want to be consistent, but yet you don't want to be bored. If that sounds familiar, keep listening. Several people in my community will say this. They know that the reason they feel a little scattered is that they're not consistent. But they like to be doing this and then doing that and then doing something else because it helps them not be bored. So keep listening, because I've got 3 tactics for you to really help shake up your thinking about this very common dilemma. Before I get there, though, I want to talk a little bit about what I mean by consistent and why it's important. And I think you know that, but you may not know some pieces of this. So when I say consistent, I'm not talking about regimented or overly structured or straitjacket level. I'm just talking about deciding you're going to do something because you want to, you really do want to, and then actually really doing it. That's all I mean by consistent. And I think you know why it's important, but I'll say it anyway. It's really important because when you don't do that, you not only disappoint other people and they lose faith in you, but you actually lose faith in yourself. And then you self-sabotage. So this topic is critical if you want to get anywhere in the world, and certainly if you're a creative and sometimes scattered entrepreneur. So let's dive in a little deeper, okay? So the 3 tactics I'm going to talk about is we're going to start with energy. The first thing is energy. So when you want to be consistent and you want to get your great work out in the world and do something creative and different, you want to do that work when you are the most energetic. You may think that, you're energetic, all of the time, but you're not energetic all of the time. Sometimes you're probably more scattered than others, and everybody has a different rhythm. I can tell you that I am the most energetic in the morning. Not first thing in the morning, that's my wild creative time. But then as the morning goes along, I'd say between 9 or 10 and about 12 or 1, I am my most energetic. And after that, my energy wanes. And after about 8 p.m., please, dear God, don't ask me to do anything. Now, your energy may vary, and that's fair enough, but it's important for you to know when your highest energy is, because trying to do something different, like being consistent, you don't want to try that out when you're not feeling 100% yourself, okay? The second thing is really being truly aligned with what you say you want to do. Lots of times we'll say we're going to do something, but we're not truly aligned with it. And what that sounds like is, oh yeah, I'm going to go work out, every Sunday after church. I am absolutely going to go work out. That really works well for me. But you're not so aligned with that. Actually, what you want to do after church is you just want to go home and take a nap, And by the way, I'm not saying you need to go to church. That has nothing to do with anything. I'm just trying to think about people I've met in the last couple of weeks that have said things that I've noticed haven't really gotten done. So, so ask yourself, is what you say you want to do truly in alignment with what you actually want to do? And last but not least, I really invite you to really dig deep into the word bored. Like, what is that really? One time I talked to my coach about being bored, and she pushed me on this. And I was like, I got a little indignant, actually. I thought, well, I don't like that because it's boring. Like, to me, it's like, well, I'm bored, so I don't have to do that. But then I began to notice that that word bored came out of more than one of my clients' mouths, and I said, hang on, what's really going on here? And as I kind of peeled back the onion, do you know what it really was? I'll just, and you can sit, I really invite you to sit with this. It was fear. It was like, well, I can't do that one strategy for too long because I'll get bored. I can't sell that one thing for too long because I'll get bored. You know what it really is? It's fear. It's fear that it won't work. So we're self-sabotaging, and we start to define ourselves as, well, I do a lot of things, I jump around, In fact, I'll just throw this in. I was watching a show, one of my favorite crazy shows the other night, and this one child, young adult in college, not very organized, gets this woman relationship, female relationship, and she's trying to help him out get organized, and she puts this whole schedule on his wall, right down to the minute, color coded and the whole thing, and he just looks at it and he went, are you kidding me? And he goes, I'm more of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. And she just looked straight at him. These kids are 18, 19, 20, 21. How's that working for you? And he just kind of looked at her like, okay. And she goes, I synced it with your phone. Now, you don't have to have such a schedule, going back to what it's not. You don't have to have a schedule right down to the minute. You absolutely don't. But I'm going to ask you to really think about pattern planning and deliberate practice and deliberate rest. And that's going to be that is your bonus tactic. So you want deliberate practice, like practicing what it is you want to do, like being creative, like say you want to write a book, or you want to do a podcast, or you want to, create some new ideas that you want to float out in the world as a thought leader, That's deliberate practice. And deliberate rest is all about the opposite, which is very important as well. So the deliberate rest means I'm going to marinate. And so deliberate practice is what I described. It could also be described as what you see on the other side here. Do you see that? I think you can see that. See, yep, you can see that. That's a ladder, right? So that's my son's ladder that he uses for practicing for football. It's the spring, but yet he wants to keep himself in shape because come midsummer, he's going to be practicing for football. And then, of course, they want to have deliberate rest. They don't want to, practice 7 days a week. They need to give themselves some deliberate rest. Say hello to my neighbor's dog. Hello, doggy. It's so nice to hear you barking. Not really, but hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, so to wrap it up, we are going to be doing so much cool, amazing stuff. I am so excited. The great workshop is coming, Your Bold Breakthrough, May 7th. Put it on your calendar, block out 11 to 1 Eastern. You are gonna, I just got the workbook in this morning. I don't have it with me just now, but oh my gosh, I'm going to blow my own mind with this. And I know I'm going to blow your mind, because what'll happen at the end, you're going to go in the beginning going I think I know what I want. I don't know. I gotta, and at the end, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is what I want. This is what I'm doing, and feel so much more clear and focused and yeah, that's what I'm doing. And all that procrastination and stuff just friggin' melts away. So I will see you there. And in the meantime, if you haven't, downloaded your Eliminating Obstacles PDF from last week, for goodness sake, what are you waiting for? Please do that. That's your special gift from me to you. See you then. Bye.